Okay. Simper, Maximus, thank you. Thank you guys. Yeah, this is gonna be a super short stream. Like actually. I'm literally just I went to watch the trailer and I was like, kinda wanna stream like just, you know, my thoughts on it. It's like, well, I could wait until like next stream whenever I'm actually intending to stream, or I could just do like a one-off thing. Because I wasn't planning on streaming today. I doing stuff around the house, making use of the new vacuum I got. So I got some clothes washing anyway. I figured I'd do a short stream. I'd watch quick before someone spoils it. What do you mean spoils it? He's got a katana. Watch the other character trailers too. Make a little extra time. I've already seen the other trailers. Well, I didn't watch the Wilder one. I didn't watch any of like the network test ones, I don't think. But I watched the I saw the one for the dude that can summon Minecraft cubes and Iron Eye. Which I'm excited for Iron Eye as well, but come on, Executor is going to be my shit. Oh, really, Paradigm? Is that part of this video? Is that within this video? Because, yeah, I wasn't really... No? Okay, good. I'm kind of avoiding the Night Lord info. I saw like I think I saw like a picture of the one you're probably talking about. I didn't look at it in detail. I can kind of tell what it is, but I didn't open up the picture, but scrolling through Bandai's Twitter feed, you know. I assume that's what it is, but yeah. I want to remain as out of the loop as possible with that. There are spoils to be had. I agree, you should watch it quickly. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna wait a bit. I don't all right, apparently I am unaware. Pepe laugh. Let's just jump in. It's literally 1 minute long. Not even. It's 54 seconds. Okay. That's me. Jesus Christ. Yes. Oh, yes. What the fuck? What is that? Okay, you're right. There were spoilers. What? This motherfucker transforms? I was like, how is there going to be any kind of, like, chat, you're being silly. Spoilers in like a 54-second. Yeah, no, I didn't see that coming. But it makes sense because he's I mean, you could tell by his armor, and we mentioned it last time, like he's full-blown Crucible, right? And that's like a Crucible beast, I would assume. Holy shit. He's got like the horns and shit too. Dude. Holy fuck. This is awesome. Wait, well, I wonder how that's gonna fucking work. Like, I need to know how long that shit's gonna last. Like, I mean, I don't actually need to know. I don't really care one way or another, but I'm just curious. Like, are you gonna be able to run around in beast form and shit and just have like different moves and shit? Or is it gonna be like you turn into beast form and then like you automatically do an attack and then you go back? I imagine you have full control for a little bit. I wonder if you can do like any kind of traversal with it, you know? And that's like some kind of ult shit. I mean, like ult within the ult. That's like his main shit right there. My God. Purple lightning on the hippo? That might be coming from like, well, I don't know why they would have like recuse in this helping out. Now there's definitely something there. Is that might be a lightning hippo? I think that's a lightning hippo and it was casting something. Am I crazy? There's no way, right? They're not going to make a fucking lightning hippo, right? Gravity hippo, yeah. Yeah, it's purple. You're right. Be a gravity hippo. Every enemy grab has purple highlighting. What? You're saying that's because the hippo was about to try to grab? So you can Makiri counter it. Okay, so that's specific to Executor. It's not like something that they're gonna have on everyone. No? Huh. Was that in the network test? I don't think I noticed that. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit. It's just zero. And motherfuckers were like, man, they really, dude, they're not showing Executor, and they're not showing what's her name, Revenant. Like, kind of freaking me out, you know. I think, you know, maybe that they're like, you know, there's something wrong there, something fishy. I'm like, yeah, no, it's because they're waiting until like last minute to show them because they're gonna be fucking crazy. And sure enough, here we are. We haven't seen Revenant yet, have we? That's gonna be the last one they show, obviously. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. You got me. That's me, by the way. I got dibs. Nobody else can play that character. I'm sorry. I called dibs long ago. Baldur's Gate 3? Fuck no. Dude, one, I have been awake since midnight. So, over 13 hours. Two, I'm like, I'm about to like finish up cleaning my place and stuff. And this is just like a small stream, just a short stream. Have I really been up 13 hours? Jesus. Why 13 jowers? What do you mean? What do you mean, why 13 hours? Showers. I don't know. Dude, I couldn't sleep yesterday. I couldn't fucking sleep at all. I tried to. I had an appointment. Like I ended my stream, and then I needed to get sleep because I had an appointment. Like it was like it was supposed to be like a virtual call kind of a thing with a security company to like make sure that my shit's set up properly, because like it's a whole fucking story, but yeah, like I'm having to like replace some shit myself, and they just want to make sure it's all set up. So I had to push that back because I laid awake. I laid awake for like 3 to 4 hours yesterday morning. I tried to go to sleep at like 5:30, and then by like the time like 9 or 9:30 came around, I'm like, okay, it's not happening. And so I texted the representative, who he's awesome by the way, but I texted him and he's like, oh yeah, dude, don't worry about it, it's fine. We'll push it back. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then I think I stayed up till like 2 or 3 p.m. Sleep would not come to me. It just wouldn't. It just fucking wouldn't. And so I don't know. Like, it was supposed to be a call at like 7:30, and I was like, it ain't happening. It's just not. So sure enough, by like 2 p.m., I finally fell asleep. Then I woke up at midnight. And then I'm like, well, I don't want to start like doing a bunch of shit around the house, and because I don't know. I'm pretty sure when it's dead quiet outside, if someone's like vacuuming with like a loud vacuum, you're gonna fucking hear it. So I'm paranoid about that. So I was like, I'll wait until the grocery store opens up and I'll go to the grocery store. So I did that. Got home. Hung out a bit, watched some stuff. Hours passed, you know, typical peeve brain things. I blinked, multiple hours vanished. I got some clothes washing. I'm like, okay, all right, whenever these are done washing, throw them in the dryer. I'm going to get some shit done. And then I hopped into the Discord. I saw on the Night Rain channel people pogging the fuck out. I'm like, what's going on? So I went and I checked. I didn't click any spoiler stuff, but I went and I checked. I was like, Bandai must have released a trailer or something. Sure enough. And I was about to watch it, and I was like, I kind of want to watch this on stream. So you like your new vacuum cleaner? The one that I can't shut up about? Yes. And it actually was a very expensive big brain play on my part. Because I've never purchased something for like the sake of something I hate. You know? It's like the stuff I purchase is for like either, you know, like streaming or like something I'm passionate about or whatever. I don't think I've ever bought something especially something so expensive for something I fucking hate, to like make it easier. And holy shit, yeah, it's a game changer. But yeah, so just wanted to watch this trailer, but that's fucking crazy. What's the date? Today's the 24th. Until the 29th. Oh. Oh. Apparently, I'd mentioned it in Discord. There's some kind of mystery package on the way to me. Maybe. It says it's gonna get here on the 28th. And I'm like, if it is a certain something, like I don't think I'd play it off stream. If that's the case, I don't fucking know. I can't tell from like the tracking number and shit. It's coming from the UK, which is fucking weird. I'm like, why would it be coming from the UK? So yeah, whatever it is, if it's a certain something, thinking about it, I was like, man, I don't like, what would I do? Just solo runs? Just record like my first runs solo? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth playing off stream. Yeah, so, but or at least if that is the case, be able to play it as soon as possible. But if not, I don't know. I was talking with Scott and Lance about it, and we're trying to figure out whether or not to play on like PS5 or PC first. It just depends on a ton of different factors. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be playing like as soon as it's out in like New Zealand, you know? Because like maybe I'll have a copy already. I don't know. Or maybe like I'll be playing whenever PC launches on PC instead of PS5, or maybe on PS5 at PC launch. I don't fucking know. Like without us classic. Well, the thing is, like, I would have to find like other people I know that have it early to play it off stream. You know? It would have to be like me, Scott, and Fighting Cowboy. That's like it. And I say that because Scott and Fighting Cowboy are like doing that event. So they're definitely obviously gonna have it earlier. But yeah, it's like I don't know if it's worth the trouble. Why not solo? For me, it's like if I do it solo, like I could record it and use it as like PTV stuff. Easy, you know? But like I'm not gonna go through the whole game solo off stream. So if I'm only getting in like, if I would get it early, it would be on the 28th. And I only know that because there's a mystery package arriving. Supposedly on the 28th. That might change, actually. So if that's the case, it's like I'm just gonna play a bunch of rounds solo and then start up and just be like on like later areas or something. I don't know. It's a weird. This isn't like anything we've ever had from Software, so it's just a weird situation in general. Because it's not like a fucking like RPG playthrough kind of a thing. It's like a match type mode. So like I don't know if it even matters if I would play it off stream and record it, or if I should just fucking wait. And then the other thing is like Scott is the one that I'm going to be playing with. Scott and Lance, ideally on launch. And like Scott's gonna have played it because he's taking part in that event. So I'm like, I don't know. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Aska. Appreciate that. Welcome back. You can go for world first. You're the only one on PlayStation. PG, still talk to Sunlight Blade? I mean, I never like really like. I don't. Let me just clear this up for you. I talk to barely anybody. Like in like DMs and shit. I talk to barely fucking anybody. It's pretty much like Scott, Lance, Cody, excess profanity. That's about it. Occasionally Saint, but those are usually brief. Yeah, that's that's pretty much it. Cowboy, cardboard cowboy. Occasionally Arix, Pokemon streamer. I don't do much DM conversations. So no, it's been a while since I've talked to Sunlight Blade. But like we did go on a trip together. Bandai flew us both out to Cologne for Dark Souls 3 Gamescom. So, you know, we've definitely hung out a lot because we were both on the trip together. But I don't know. I don't fucking associate with anybody. I keep to myself. I don't socialize. I just hide. Like, leave me alone. Let me just stay in my room. Go away. But I'm gonna be talking to people for Night Rain. I've considered like, what if I like, you know, obviously after like I play a bunch of like more close knit groups. What if I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm like a sword for hire kind of thing, not like actual money, but like if anyone needs somebody to join and like, you know, help them out or show them the ropes or whatever the case is, like I'm willing to kind of, you know, get out of my personal space for this. I like the idea of playing on a bunch of different crews. Thank you, Friendsomatic. Welcome back. Joining groups, meeting new streamers. Yeah. It just really depends. Cause like I don't know. If I'm going to start up and like Cody and Cardboard Cowboy are like needing a third, obviously I'm gonna like jump in with them, you know. I think it'll probably be rare that I'm like without a group, but I do like the idea of joining up with like just like not sticking to one crew, you know. I don't want to play the wild card role. I'm fucking biding my time at this point. Oh my god. I just don't feel like doing anything. It's like this like pre big game launch like depression. It's like I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to like jump into a time skip and just, you know, have the game launch. I would like to get in like at least another Baldur's Gate 3 and maybe even Final Fantasy 7 stream. That'd be nice. Maybe tomorrow I'll do that. Will Cody play it? Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely gonna play it. Might have Shadow of the Archery bosses he hasn't seen yet in it. I don't think it will. People kept asking me, do you think they're gonna have you think they're gonna have DLC bosses and weapons? And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't they? But then I thought about it more. I'm like, I don't think they will. Because if they do that, it's like they want people to still be buying Shadow of the Archery. So if they include all of the bosses and weapons from Shadow of the Archery in Night Rain, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, I've already fought those bosses. Well, if they don't include it, you might have people who like play Night Rain before Elden Ring because their friends got it and they talked them into it. And they might be like, "Oh, dude, you didn't fight this boss though. This boss, you got to play Elden Ring. You got to play the DLC. They have this weapon and this weapon. You know, like if they put it all into Night Rain, then it's gonna be a hard sell for like the actual Elden Ring game to newcomers, because they'll be like it won't be exciting anymore. They'll be like, oh, this is that weapon I've used 1,000 times in Night Rain. You know." So with that in mind, I don't think they're gonna put Shadow of the Archery stuff in it. You already sell DLC for Night Rain. Probably later this year they'll add Shadow of the Archery stuff with that. What do you mean they already sell DLC? They announced some microtransactions I'm unaware of. What class do you think you'll play first? I think you have to unlock Executor. So if that's the case, if it's like, if Iron Eye is available, I'll play Iron Eye. If not, I'll probably play Birdman or Wilder. If you buy the digital deluxe edition, it comes with DLC when it releases. Oh, really? Do we know what it is? Does it say? Is it like a character pack or something? Deluxe edition includes Elden Ring, Night Rain, additional DLC, additional playable characters, and bosses. Huh. Interesting. It'll be available by Q4 2025. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that the DLC bosses are gonna be just copy pasted Shadow of the Erdtree, which I know that's hard to say considering the rest of the game. But like they would just have that in there, I think. Unless maybe it's like taking into account what I said before. And then they're like, okay, you know, we'll put this Shadow of the Erdtree boss in there as well. But you have to pay for it because, you know, it's DLC and Elden Ring itself. But I feel like that's not going to be as exciting for players. But wait, how is that even going to make sense? Like the characters, okay, I understand that, but DLC bosses. Does that mean like if someone in your crew doesn't have the DLC, then you just won't fight that boss? Oh yeah, that's true. The hippo's already in. Well, maybe FromSoft also doesn't give a shit about the hippo. I think nobody likes the hippo, not even From Software. So that one might not count. Yeah, no, Odd Space. That's what Twitch chat was saying. The DLC's later this year, but like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, if you get the deluxe edition, the DLC will come with it, like that kind of shit. Everybody's fucking doing that now. Oh, I see, Paulo. So it's like whenever you go to like start up, you're gonna have like a new mission, I guess. Yeah, Sarasa, I read like the first sentence and a half of that, or not even the first sentence. Right after the comma you put. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like this is just info I don't want to know. I'm not super concerned with Night Rain spoilers. Like, I'm not, but I still don't want to know, like, how to do everything immediately. It's official stuff. There's, yeah, like, I don't mind official stuff, but like, is it stuff like Bandai put out in like an interview, or is it like official because like, you know, people who played one of the events like figured this stuff out? Like there's I'm cool with official stuff until we get near launch. And then for me, official stuff is usually pretty spoiler heavy. Again, Night Rain's a match type thing. I'm not super fussed about it, but say for like Elden Ring, like I've said before, Elden Ring launch trailer, I didn't watch it, and then I went to watch it like 6 months later, and I still saw spoilers because they show part of like Ronnie's ending in the fucking trailer. It's like, what is this? They show the 3 fingers. It's like, what do you mean you show the 3 fingers? What? You can't do that. They show like that scene. It's like, what the fuck? So whenever you get closer and closer to like a launch that Bandai has control over, official stuff becomes spoilers. Because they go crazy with that. Like, oh, let's get every cool looking cutscene in the entire game, including endings and super secret stuff, and put them into like this one badass trailer. It's fucking wild. So yeah, I tend to, the closer we get to launch, like there's a point where I get all the info that I'm happy with having, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good. And I hit that point with Night Rain, like pretty much after the network test. I was like, all right, I'm good. But I don't mind watching the character trailers. And I saw the skins. I did watch that little announcement thing. That was still weird to me, but so be it. Did they say how you're gonna get those skins yet? The like the Solaire and Artorias and shit. Is that a? Have they announced that? Is that just gonna be like stuff you earn in the game? Because I don't. We would know by now if it's a microtransaction, right? Doing harder versions of missions? Because if they're unlockable, just like by playing, I hate that is like, that feels weird in today's day and age. You know? It's like, you have these skins that are from their past games that are big fan service, and you're not charging for them. Like, it breaks my brain in 2025. I'm like, you're telling me I can just earn this by playing the game? I don't believe you. You know? That's not a good sign. I love that. Yeah, I love that too, but you just don't see anybody do it anymore. That's how it used to be. You know? You unlock a new like costume for a character in like an old like Nintendo 64 game or some shit. You were doing it like I don't know why, but my head always goes to like GoldenEye. I don't think GoldenEye had any different outfits for you to get, but like you'd have to do a ton of different challenges and stuff to unlock like new cheat codes. And me and my brothers, mostly me, like unlocked like all the cheat codes in the game. They just had a bunch of crazy shit that you just get from doing challenges. Some of them were hard as fuck. It's like, beat this level in under 3 minutes or some shit. It's like, what? On 00 agent mode. Like, what? Excuse me? Thank you, Steph. Welcome back. So if they're doing shit like that, that's awesome. Also, do we know about, like, and I don't need details, but do we know about like harder difficulty stuff? Is it looking like it's gonna be hard if you want it to be? Again, I don't need like full-blown details on that, but like from the shit y'all have seen, have y'all seen shit where it's like, okay, even if you're like you got a ton of relics and shit like that, because that's one of my main concerns. After you get like some pretty strong relics and shit, like if the difficulty significantly tapers off to where you're just kind of grinding and going through the motions because nothing's a challenge anymore, that's going to really kill the replay value. So they need to have some shit that's like hard as nails, like fucking raid boss type like tier shit, you know. New game plus 7? No, they need more difficult than new game plus 7. Because like you're getting like RNG loot and builds and like permanent upgrades, which you know there's gonna be some busted shit. Like they need shit that is insanely difficult. At like the high end of that, you know, so that you can like even veterans can go through and still be put through the ringer. PvEers had a less than 20% success rate with the second boss. Describe PvEers. Are we talking random people from like the crowd at these events? Are we talking like Lobos Jr. and shit? Veteran challenge runners, really? Dist, really? And Lil Aggie. Dist and Aggie. I mean, obviously they'll get that shit down. It's like, you know. Like, I think my point still remains. It's one of those things where a new From boss that you haven't fought, you know, you're going to get shit on a bit. And then eventually you'll get it down. And like that's fine. That's how it goes. But if we're talking like excessive replay value, which is what this is supposed to be. Like this is supposed to be like going in again and again and again and again. And challenge runners, and here's my point, challenge runners do that shit. Challenge runners do that shit like every day, but they're like doing like fist only and stuff like that. People just playing this with like their friends and shit, like they're not gonna want to, they're not going to intentionally make it more difficult on themselves. They're going to use every advantage they have. And if after killing the boss enough times it's not a challenge anymore, that's, you know, not going to do well for the replay value, because eventually you'll get good enough to where are carried enough, or some kind of combination of the two, where, you know, you'll just get bored. So they need some really fucked shit. Is what I'm saying. What I'm worried about is what about the boss you already killed? What's the point of rerunning older, easier ones? Different kinds of relics, I'm sure. Someone like Ain will find some crazy challenge runs. Yeah, I mean the challenge runners are gonna challenge run. That's just what they do. I'm thinking in terms of like the replay value for the, not the casual player, but like I don't know, somebody like myself, where, you know, like I know what I'm fucking doing, but I don't know if I'm gonna go in there, like if I'm gonna get obsessed with it enough to where I'm gonna go in like, all right guys, no relics, no this, no that, using only base upgrade shit. Like I'm probably not gonna ever fucking do that, you know. Like I'm gonna try to formulate like my own kind of build with like the systems they have, and, you know, build for stuff I'm interested in building for, and go from there. And if it's just never a challenge anymore at a certain point, well, then I'm going to get bored. So I'm curious how they're going to maintain like somebody like myself's like interest. And there's only so much they can do for that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if they don't have some really fucked shit, some like brutal shit, then like I feel like at a certain point you will hit that. And it's just, is that going to be sooner or later? Thank you, Burger. Dropping in my prime as I get back to my final preps for my master's. My master's defense in 5 weeks. We'll be able to catch more content once I'm done. Dude, awesome. Yeah. That sounds awesome. Take your time. Do your thing. Thank you. I'll be here. Aggie struggled with it all weekend, really. Yeah, I don't. You guys keep saying Oro. I don't want to shit on Brandon too much because like we're not friends anymore. We don't talk anymore. But like, I'm more concerned about Aggie and Dist performance than I am about Brandon's performance. Okay, like. I'm just saying, okay? It's like apples and oranges there. Couldn't help yourself? Dude, I would say the same if it was me. If it was me there. And someone's like, well, you know, Peeve was struggling and so was Distortion too. It's like, okay, well, one of these is not like the other. You know? That's my point. I'm more interested in how the fucking hard as nails PvE challenge runners fared. Okay. Like if you tell me Dist got absolutely obliterated all weekend, my ears are gonna perk up. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, okay. Well, if I'm at the event and you're like, oh, Peeve got shit on all weekend, it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, PvPers versus PvEers. It's not the same. One side dedicates their entire fucking life to PvP. The other side dedicates their entire life to fighting bosses completely naked, fist only, you know. And if you're telling me the motherfucker fighting a boss completely fist only is having a problem, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, all right. Yeah, that's not intended as much of an insult as you think it is. I'm throwing myself under the bus as well. You know, I'm just saying, for the record, I'm more interested in how the PvEers who are gods at PvE fared. Lobos is still insane. Hot Dog Munching Madman. I'm hoping I can play with Lobos at some point. It'd be cool to like do a crew with like me, Lobos, and Ella. I could carry both of them. That'd be pretty nice, I think. No one answered? Well, because it's not your business, Chaos, other than like as much as I'm willing to mention. I only bring it up because like every stream, the topic of Oro and Peeve comes up. That's gonna happen for the rest of my fucking life. So I'm just trying to, as respectfully as possible, ease people into the idea that we're actually not married, despite your fanfics, and we do our own things now. Yeah, because otherwise it's just like it's just gonna be nonstop for the rest of my life. The sooner we can like clear the air and like move on, the better. You missed the trailer viewing? You did. I pogged out a bit. A little bit of pogging. No, it's fine, Chaos. It's not just you. It's like it's gonna be a thing for a while. And it's gonna happen. It's fine. Our communities like fucking, that was a bad time to stop talking. Our communities were like fucking, like close knit, combined, attached, intertwined would be the word. So yeah, like it's gonna happen, but I want to, ease viewers into the idea that like we do our own things. And thank you, Sam, for the tier 2, dude. Thank you so much. What the fuck? Yeah, I was looking. I was like, that's a new name. New name. Used to be Sam Beasy. Gotcha. 5 years in a row of tier 2. That's fucking crazy. If you're serious about that, that's fucking crazy. Thank you, Sam. I could still keep calling you Sam at least. That's nice. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about the name change. I was wondering, I was like about to ask if you were like an Omega lurker because the name wasn't familiar. But yeah, thank you very much. It's chat's fault as always. It is. Yeah. It's always chat's fault. But yeah, no, if now whenever you say Dist and Aggie were struggling, like all weekend, quote unquote, like how much were they able to play? Because if they were like going in again and again and again and again and having a tough time, that's exciting to me. And thank you, Diablo. Welcome back for the year, dude. Thank you so much. When will the 12-hour analysis of the video start? There's not much to analyze other than like, this looks awesome. That looks awesome. Holy fuck. This looks awesome. Oh my God. I can't believe that happened. The 54-second video. Of hope for episode 10. Okay, first of all, it's episode 11, and second of all, that needs to stop. That's exactly why I address it regularly. What's up, Vader? Where's my analysis? I'll play the video again. And I'll pretend it's the first time I'm seeing it. Oh my God, let's watch the trailer for the first time. My God. It's me. Oh my God, it's him. And by him, I mean me. You know what? I do need to kind of... Because I just noticed something here. Hold on. Yeah, that's the one that he uses during the... whenever he's like deflecting shit. And that, I guess, is just like a standard Uchi or something, but with like a custom moveset for him, like the other characters have. We discussed that in a previous stream. That this is going to be like the one his skills are tied to, and this is like a replaceable weapon. Like all the characters seem to have like Wilder has his greatsword, and he's got a bit of like a custom greatsword moveset that only he has. Executor's he's gonna start with this katana, which you can replace, but it probably has like a custom katana moveset. But this is like tied to his skills and his ult and stuff, so like that doesn't go away. Wait, I just realized. Oh my god, I didn't even fucking see it. It's the fucking Iato. They brought back the fucking Iato slice. That's his custom R2. Holy shit. Because that's not just is that just unsheath? Is that just unsheath? No, I know it's part of unsheath, but it looks different. Okay, maybe it's just unsheath. Maybe I'm getting too excited. It might just be unsheath. Yeah, that might just be unsheath. Okay, yeah. Got a little bit too excited there. See, that's just basic deflect though. That's just standard deflect. That's, you know, he's got the deflect here. That's pretty much just I'm pretty sure that was just like the Rivers of Blood moveset. Was that Gunder's kick? You see? I don't know about Gunder's. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. Also, now I'm disappointed, chat. Why didn't you just let me believe that the fucking Iato moveset was coming back? Why would you do that? So soon. Yeah, you gonna be playing it, Vader, I assume? Let me know at some point if you want to do like, if you want to like crew up. I want to play a wild card role. I'm gonna be joining with a bunch of different people. You haven't really looked into much other than the beta. I mean, if you got people to play with, I think it's just gonna be fun as fuck. It's a completely different experience, obviously. And yeah, it's practically like an official mod. But for me, as long as it's got replay value and it's just fun, like I'm not clutching my pearls over the, you know, like the copy pasted bosses and shit. It's like they're making their own like what's it called? Not extended universe. What am I trying to think of? They're just taking their entire fucking catalog and throwing it into one game. Multiverse, thank you. That's the word. Like they're creating their own multiverse. And they're just like, all right, yeah, here's everything. You're gonna fight everything. You have access to everything. You know, you don't know what's gonna pop up. And then they do have they have new bosses and shit for like the final bosses and stuff. And like unique encounters and builds, and then obviously heroes are unique as fuck. I think it's just like it's a cool kind of end game to like the Soulsborne games, you know. It's like, oh, you played all these games and you think you're hot shit, huh? Okay. Well, prove it. Like, jump in here and carry some people. It's like the people who have played these games the most are gonna just essentially be gods at this. Hopefully not too much of gods. You know? I want even the toughest motherfuckers to get shit on, because that will mean replay value for everyone. Challenge runners are just going to play solo. They probably will do a lot of solo. Like, I intend to do some solo, but like, I feel like from what I experienced in the network test, I think that the fun in it is definitely with a group. Because like playing solo and going location to location, grab and loot, move into the next location, grab and loot, move into the next location, it just feels so lonely. You know? Well, if you got friends, like someone's being a fucking idiot and getting caught in like the damage rain, and then someone else is like doing something stupid over here and not going where the pin is, and it's just fucking chaos. And that adds a layer of like fun to it, because everyone's yelling at each other and shit. Then like someone eats shit on a boss that's like got 3 enemies, you know, where everyone's supposed to take on their own enemy, and then whenever someone eats shit, you have to potentially play the hero role and go like get them up while trying not to get killed. Or if 2 of them eat shit and you're the only one up, like you can make a clutch play to bring them back. What with like potentially 3 bosses on you, like that kind of shit isn't gonna happen in solo. It's just not gonna be a thing. Yeah. So I think you're definitely gonna see challenge runners do solo, but I think you're also gonna see challenge runners do like random queuing, trying to like carry really bad players. Like that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But I think the most fun is gonna be watching 3 players who are all like, I want to see 3 players who all did their first Elden Ring playthrough, their first and only Elden Ring playthrough, like spamming Rivers of Blood or Bloodhound Fang. Not because they found it and thought it was cool, but because they like looked up a YouTube video and sought it out. I want to see them play together in Night Rain and the chaos that unfolds, and them screaming over the mic at each other. Like that is gonna be peak, I think. Like 3 of like the most casual players, like all struggling to survive and yelling at each other. That's content. Secretly hoping your team goes down so you can show off and clutch? Yes. Absolutely. I might sabotage some teammates just for moments like that. 100%. You have no weapon equipped? Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why not. But like the way the weapons work is like, unless they change it since the network test, it's like all of your, if you have all of like all your weapons you have equipped, they all like all of their passives and stuff factor in. So you might have like something that like, I don't know, increases like your fire damage, but you're not using that weapon. As long as it's just equipped on you in one of your slots, it's actually functioning. Which is weird. It's fucking weird. It feels very strange. But that's part of, like, you know, the build making. So it's like, you might be like, I'm not going to use this weapon, but it's got a really cool passive. As long as you just have it, then, you know, then it'll take effect. Again, unless they changed it since the network test. And thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. That's very generous of you. Welcome back. A staff is a wilder that for some reason has fire damage reduction. Exactly. You're about to fight. You know you're about to fight a boss with a lot of fire damage. Like maybe the network test boss, the dogs. And you know they got fireballs and stuff. So you might be like, you might be a melee build, but you're also equipping like staffs and shit like that because the ones you're finding have like, you know, fire damage reduction. And that doesn't mean you're going to use those by any means. Which you could. But like, it doesn't mean you're going to use those, but that fire damage reduction will still work. But yeah, that's exciting to hear that Aggie and Dis struggled. Get fucked. Oh shit. That's a good sign, I think. It's a good sign. Big issue I have is with Guardians that he doesn't have a taunt to draw aggro without attacking. Yeah, that probably would have been good. If I can play Iron Eye on release, I will be playing the fuck out of Iron Eye. And then I will be playing Executor as soon as I unlock him, assuming he needs to be unlocked. I'm not sure. And as soon as I unlock Executor, it's over. Like, I'm just gonna... Like, that's gonna be my focus for a long time, I think. Oh, shit. I hope it's hard to actually make use of his deflecting. Like, I hope it's not just like... Well, it might... I don't know. I wonder if it's, like, practically free, you know? Surely not. Surely you have to time it. Executor? Yeah, that's what I said, right? You're pronouncing it wrong? It's not Executor, is it? Like, I mean, that sounds like it makes more sense. But I hate pronouncing it like that. Like the Executor. Executor, though, is like I know, like, an executor of like a will, right? I understand somewhat of the context of what I'm saying, but he's also, we've seen him like painting, you know, he's sitting there and he's like painting, like in like this in like another trailer. So maybe he does that in his pastime. You don't know. Saying like the Pokemon. Oh, you motherfuckers talking about Pokemon. I'm talking like The executor of a will, not the fucking palm tree. Sounds like business executive. Okay. A person or institution appointed by a testator. Okay, they made that word up. To carry out the terms of their will. You appointed him as an executor of his will. A person who produces something or puts something into effect. The makers and executors of policy. It's probably executor, but I fucking hate that. I'm going to call it executor because at least it makes him sound like refined. You know? Maybe he practices law. You don't know. He paints. Executor is like the lamest name you could have given him. Executor, I'm like, okay. Katana guy with refined interests of some sort. Maybe he's like the executor of your will because you're dead, kiddo. You know? Like it might be something like that. But executor fucking blows. Oh, his name's Executor? Yeah, because he executes. Like, I remember saying it even back then. I've always kind of hated that one of my Dark Souls 1 builds was named the Executioner. Because, I even admit, I'm like, it's like the most generic thing I could have named him, but I didn't know what else to call him. So for From Software to be like, oh, this is the Executor, I'm like, okay, Miyazaki, like, what are we doing? Like, come on now. Your ultimate character is Shinobi. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know how old whenever I fucking made him. Probably actually 12. Also, don't say the meme, because if you say the meme, you are going to automatically get banned from the website by Twitch and have to submit your legal ID to prove that you are indeed older than 12 years old. Don't do it. It's not worth it, and I'm not fucking joking. Site-wide ban until you prove your age with legal ID submitted to Twitch itself. Don't say the meme. What's the meme? Anytime, like, say I'm talking about my Ultima Online character, I was like, oh, I was 12 years old at the time. And then chat is like, I'm this age. Like, the website has it to where you will automatically get banned. Like, IP banned from the whole website, not just my chat. And then you have to, like, because you're not supposed to be 12 years old on the website. It's like 13 and up, I think. So, you know, that was a meme for a long time, and a lot of people got banned because they would say the meme. But Twitch legally has to take you for your word and be like, well, if you say this, you're admitting that you're not old enough to be on the website. We have to ban you. So you get automatically banned. And then you have to submit proof of your age to Twitch staff, which could take like fucking weeks probably. I don't know what happens if I did Vader. It will probably still auto ban you. You will probably get automatically banned, and like your subs will be a mess. Don't fucking do it. But like, I've had people in my chat do that in the past, like when they first implemented that, or like Elden Ring release, and they would come back on like a second account, which you're not supposed to do either. That's technically ban evasion. And they're like, dude, I got like automatically banned And like it's asking me to like submit my ID to Twitch now. So I always warn, and I know just by warning, a lot of you motherfuckers are like, ooh, it would be really funny if I did it now. It's like, yeah, it'd be funny for like 5 seconds, and then you'd be like, fuck. What did I do? God damn it. In an executor, someone who. Oh, wait. Hold on, Revan, you might be right. Why is this in French? What? I typed executor and Google put like a fucking accent above the second E, and now the entire thing translate to English. Yes. Why is it not? Now the whole thing's in French. What? To execute, to carry out, to do, to execute, to perform, administer. Yeah. Okay. So OR at the end makes it executor, not executor. Executor would be ER. So it is executor, I think. I think they're thinking of executioner. Who's they? Oh, Revan? Executor is such a dumb word to use, and the much clearer executioner exists. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's definitely executor. He's fancy, and he paints and practices law whenever he's not wielding his katana. Maybe he's the executor of the estate, and the estate is the round table hold. Oh my god. He's the guy who like who's in charge of the round table hold. And that's why he's a crucible knight. He's got the crucible armor because he's been around since like the beginning. I think I just figured it out. I think I just figured it out. Get fucked, Vadi. Fuck you, Vadi. He's America's former lawyer. Yeah, we say he. I don't know if it's been said one way or another, if it's like what's going on there. I see myself in him. So like I know it's me under that armor. So that's why I can say that. They're wearing a mini skirt. First of all, I don't think it's a mini skirt. Second of all, in Ultima Online, as a thief, my character wore a skirt, like a long skirt, because that's what the thieves wore. It was like thief tradition. Okay. The lower part of you had like a dress, not like a full dress, just like a long skirt on the lower part of you that goes down to your to your feet. Like a bandit samurai kind of vibe. Yeah, it was the fashion at the time. Slay peeve. Shut the fuck up. Not wearing a skirt, those are armor folds. Yeah, I figured that's the case. Oh wow, thank you, Critty. Been live an hour and a half. Yeah, chat. I need to get stuff moving. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Go ahead, throw y'all over to the Always On, which will soon have Night Rain footage synced up, playing on it, and you'll be able to switch between everyone's viewpoint in real time. Pretty cool. So go and follow that in advance, so that whenever Night Rain releases, and I'm not live, and you're like, oh no, Peeve's not live, what do? I need to watch Peeve and only Peeve play Night Rain. Well, you'll be able to go and switch between everyone's viewpoints while rewatching the VODs there. Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm going live again for a longer stream, ideally. Like I said, I got shit to do, and I've already been up like 14 hours. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? I'll update y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.